on the next episode of Old Bang.
We should do an extraordinary big, wide perspective of everything, and then take it into a 3/4 shot for each scenario, just so we have some choices. Are you ready yet?
No, we're headed out the door to a local law firm today to do some publicity shots, so we got to get our gear ready. And Jennifer.
Oh, and I'm having a cup of coffee?
Jennifer is harassing me, trying to make me go faster.
That's not true. But can you hurry up, please?
So I took some of the tapestries down to the band room and hung them up, put them all together, and came up with a system to get them up on the walls. And you know, I truly believe that when you work in a creative space, you create better. And so I always take the time to make the visuals of anything that I do something interesting. Got a new camera this week, shooting on it now, the Lumix GH5S, and I am in love with this camera for a number of reasons. Number one, it's a big improvement in low light over the Lumix GH5. Has dual native ISO at 2500, which I'm shooting on right now, incredibly clean. What that does is it opens up opportunities to use different lenses than I would normally use. A lot of times I stick with primes, but right now I'm on the 7 to 14 millimeter f4, and now it lets me work at f4 in low light situations like we're in here and get incredibly beautifully clean footage. And the other night I went to the band room, all the guys got together, and it gave me an opportunity to kind of see what I could do with it in that low light scenario with constantly changing light and varying intensities of light. First day back after our show, and we have to get everything set up again.
Or how about, you can't put it
A couple of Profoto B1s will do the trick. Good luck. It is maybe what, 5 in the morning? Yeah. I got up early before the sun rose and just figured I would come out and get some work done. I talked in my last chapter about being an artist and being an entrepreneur and how they coincide. And I kind of focused on the idea that being a creative entrepreneur is about a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is friends will often say, you're up at 3 in the morning working, I'll see you on Facebook, I'm trying to go to bed, you're just getting up, and you're working all the time on something. And that's true to some degree, but for me, being a creative entrepreneur is about having freedom.
Danny, what's happening?
What's going on?
Decorating.
Thank you for joining me. Brewski. Yeah, I figured it looked so good the other night, I might as well put them up.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, it did look really sick.
That thing's never worked right yet. He points the finger.
Dude, if you got divorced, you'd blame it on this thing, man. Dude, no matter what it is, dude. My car broke down. It's that.
It's like Roman.
It's that.
It's like Tussin.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing does not work properly.
So I brought it down to the band room, and there's a couple cool things. Number one, prior to the GH5S, which gives a little wider crop factor, with just the GH5 or GH4, I wasn't able to shoot the whole band corner to corner of the room without massive distortion and get the guys in the shot. So now I can shoot the whole band at once. So the wider crop is really handy.
Dude, it all switched, dude, when you turned it off last time.
I stubbed my toe yesterday.
But look at the light of everything. Just seriously, look at the way everything is. It goes there, it goes there. I mean, I know I laid it out like that.
This angle is really, really nice because it offers you like a look into a room. But I think that the photograph that they are looking at the camera is actually better from this angle over here because you have the perspective of being in the room with them.
And then again, working with DJ lighting and just a little bit of ambient light added in, or tungsten light added in, able to get really clean footage as well with that dual ISO at 2500. Pushed it to 6400 a bunch of times, still looked beautifully clean. So yeah, my favorite new low light camera for sure, the Lumix GH5S. I will be using this non-stop for all of my projects, I do believe, when it comes to video. We'll start then looking in this way, okay? Does that work for you? If you want to be an entrepreneur and you are an artist, combining the two is an incredible dream to have. And it's the freedom that working for yourself and being creative gives you. Yes, I'm up at 3 in the morning sometimes going to work, but it's because I choose to do so. Then of course, as we watched some of the footage from the band room, Dan was like, we should create the show Old Band, which is just all the aches and muscle pains of carrying instruments out and having to bring them back and put them all back together, and all the drama of what it takes to keep the band together with a bunch of guys who all have crazy work schedules.
Call me a thief. Count it. Just count it. $242. Empty. What?
What?
We've been robbed.
What mic is this right now?
Snare.
This is some bullshit. What, are you looking at my paycheck again?
I find that early in the mornings I can get more work done than I can the rest of the day, and it also frees me up for the rest of my day so that I can go out into the world and have experiences in the world which I can then bring back and apply to my art. So yes, I work a lot, I put in long hours, but it's a joy that I have to work. So right now I'm actually focused on getting some new T-shirts up for the Charlee line. As you know, we have T-shirts online at shopcharlee.com, and skirts, dresses, scarves, all created from my paintings, all using a camera to capture the imagery and printing techniques to print the imagery. So it's combining all of these arts together to create an interesting product. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this 2 ways. I'm gonna shoot it ambient, where it's really got plenty of warmth in the room, looks like a glow, looks very rich, and then I'm gonna shoot it a little colder and a little more harsh with the flash, just because it makes it a little bit more office-like. So I'm gonna be doing, I have V-neck T-shirts for guys on there now. I'm gonna do the crew necks as well, because I got a couple of requests for crew necks and I knew I needed to do it. So I just need to sit down and focus on it a little bit. So some new T-shirts from my rock band, Outside Reality, will be added to the store. And they're print all over tees, so really cool and different, along with doing crew necks. So I'm excited to get this up on the site here. Wow, man. Let's zoom in for 1, 2, and and a lot of interesting projects coming up. I was in Cincinnati last week giving an inspirational speech. I'll be going out to Vegas for WPPI, and I'll be having an opportunity to be a photographer on the trade show floor, photographing models and sharing lighting demonstrations and techniques with Profoto and Panasonic. So that's going to be a cool experience coming up. Good smile. Turn this, we'll do one. Good. We also then have a celebrity wedding coming up. I can't go into who it is or where it is yet, but yeah, we're gonna have some travel involved in our vlog, and some interesting people as well. So it's gonna be an interesting year. It's already shaping up to be that. On the next episode of Old Band, Jeff's thumb takes a beating.
I want to go outside for a walk.
I want to go on the